In the quiet hills of Canaan, where shepherds moved like shadows across the fields, and the wind carried the scent of fresh grass, a young man named Joseph walked with a confidence that seemed older than his years. Joseph was 17, but there was something different about him. Something bright, something destined. He was the beloved son of Jacob, the child of his old age, the one he looked at with pride, with tenderness, with a love that was impossible to hide. And Jacob, without intending harm, made that love visible to the world. He placed on Joseph a coat, a long flowing robe woven with many colors, reds and blues, gold and deep purple. It shimmered like royalty on the shoulders of a shepherd boy.
Hold still, my son. Let me see you.
It's so bright.
Bright as the dreams I see in your eyes. This is yours.
But while Joseph saw a gift, his brothers saw a threat. Every glance at that colorful coat was a reminder that Joseph was special, a reminder that they were not. Yet what truly ignited their jealousy were Joseph's dreams that felt more like prophecy than imagination. Joseph dreamed of sheaves of grain bowing down to his. He dreamed of the sun, moon, and stars bending before him. And when he shared these dreams, innocence in his voice, wonder in his eyes, his brothers' hearts hardened like stone. They said nothing out loud, but inside, the fire burned.
Look at him, wearing that robe like he's already a king. Father gave it to him. Doesn't mean he asked for it.
He didn't have to smile like that. Maybe he just...
believes the dreams. Maybe.
One day, Joseph went out to find his brothers, walking along the dusty paths alone, coat flowing behind him. The moment they saw him from afar, jealousy rose into something darker, something dangerous. Here comes the dreamer, they whispered. But whispers turned into a plan that would change Joseph's life forever. When he reached them, expecting brotherhood, expecting warmth, they seized him instead. They tore off his coat, the symbol of his father's love, and threw him into an empty pit, a lonely, echoing place where betrayal wrapped itself around him like a storm. Then, with no remorse, they sold him to passing traders for a handful of silver. The beloved son became a rejected slave. The journey to Egypt was long, the desert cold at night, blistering by day. Joseph, bound and broken, watched the land of his childhood fade behind him. Yet somewhere deep inside, hope refused to die. Something told him this was not the end of his story. In Egypt, Joseph was sold to Potiphar, an officer of Pharaoh. Inside that foreign land where he knew no language, no customs, no friends, Joseph worked with excellence. Every task, every duty, every responsibility he handled with integrity. And soon Potiphar saw what Joseph carried within him: favor, wisdom, a quiet strength. Potiphar placed him over his entire household. The rejected slave was rising
You handle
again.
the household with wisdom beyond your years, Joseph. My trust in you grows every day,
I'm honored, my lord. I only do what is right before God and in your eyes.
and you do it well.
But where favor grows, jealousy often follows. Lies were spoken against Joseph, false accusations that he could not defend himself from. And once again he was cast down, this time into Pharaoh's prison. The same walls held thieves, traitors, and broken men. Yet inside that darkness, Joseph's spirit did not bend. He served in the prison with the same faithfulness he had shown in Potiphar's house. And even there, God's presence rested on him. Two imprisoned officials, Pharaoh's cupbearer and baker, had troubling dreams. No one could explain them, but Joseph could. His gift had not left him. He interpreted their dreams with precision, and everything happened exactly as he said. But the cupbearer, restored to Pharaoh's palace, forgot Joseph. For 2 long years, Joseph waited in the shadows of a cell, unseen, but not forgotten by God. One night, Pharaoh himself dreamed of things no magician or wise man could explain. 7 fat cows swallowed by 7 thin ones, 7 healthy heads of grain devoured by 7 scorched ones. Confusion filled the palace. Then the cupbearer remembered Joseph. He was quickly brought from the prison, shaved, washed, clothed in clean linen, and placed before the throne of the most powerful man on earth. Joseph stood calmly, humbly, confidently. He listened to Pharaoh's dream, and with clarity born from divine wisdom, he interpreted it. 7 years of plenty were coming, followed by 7 years of devastating famine. He offered not only interpretation, but a solution, a brilliant strategic plan. Pharaoh stared at Joseph, astonished. "There is no one as wise as you," he declared. In a moment that defied every expectation, Pharaoh placed a royal ring on Joseph's finger, draped fine linen over his shoulders, and set a gold chain around his neck. Chariots cleared the road before him as he rode through Egypt, not as a slave, not as a prisoner, but as second in command of the entire kingdom. The rejected slave had become the exalted ruler. Years passed, and the famine spread across nations. People traveled from distant lands, seeking food. Among them were Joseph's brothers, unaware that the ruler before whom they bowed was the brother they betrayed. Joseph recognized them instantly, but they saw only an Egyptian nobleman. He could have taken revenge. He could have refused them food. He could have reminded them of every tear, every wound, every lonely night. But Joseph's heart had grown beyond bitterness. After testing their hearts and seeing repentance in their eyes, he revealed himself. "I am Joseph," he said, his voice trembling with emotion. "I am the brother you sold, but do not be afraid. You meant it for evil, but God meant it for good." The brothers wept. Joseph embraced them, and the family once broken was restored. Jacob, old and frail, was reunited with the son he thought he had lost forever. Pharaoh welcomed Joseph's entire family into Egypt, giving them land and honor. And as Joseph looked back on his life, the coat, the pit, the chains, the prison, the palace, he understood that every step, every sorrow, every victory was guided by a purpose far greater than he could have imagined.
The beloved son, the rejected slave, the exalted ruler. Joseph's story is a reminder that even when life breaks us, even when betrayal wounds us, even when darkness tries to silence us, destiny still waits, purpose still lives, and God's plan still stands.